Hi friends, this is Dr. Abdequaem Chimthanawala from Grace Healing Homeopathy. Today I'll discuss one of the few important symptoms in relation to mind and a case of MEDORRHINUM. Of course, MEDORRHINUM has lots of symptoms if you see in the mathematic and repertory. I'll discuss a very few mental symptoms. A case came to me and he was narrating the case and the wife told that my husband, you can't tell him anything. He's like a kaach ka saman, like it's a glass. Slightest thing, you say slightest thing about, criticize him about just not putting the glass properly or not waving properly or doing this, doing that, he will go into despair. He does not like it. That is my husband. And when the wife told that, and the husband started here only in the clinic. And the husband then started that, no, he had told me about a thing, she had done a mistake 3 years back, 4 years back, my son had done a mistake about 1 year back, and these thoughts kept coming in front of me only. They were, having an argument. Very, very important symptom of MEDORRHINUM. What he was actually, they were arguing, but then you have to interpret that in the symptoms of MEDORRHINUM. Then, a MEDORRHINUM patient, has basically, there is a lot of sadness, he feels very sad when you use some harsh word on him. And when he starts speaking, a MEDORRHINUM patient is telling about illness, he starts with weeping. When he starts speaking about his illness, he starts weeping again and again. He weeps, at some moment he speaks, then he gets better. Then again weeps, then it gets better. This is a very classical symptom of MEDORRHINUM. That's why don't confuse MEDORRHINUM with, pulsatilla or natrimum who is brooding and brooding and brooding. MEDORRHINUM patient, one thing is there, that he is a very, person who keeps postponing everything. He'll tell, I'll do tomorrow, I'll start from Monday, I'll start from the 1st, I'll start from the 15th. And because of this postponing nature, he feels, my God, I have been doing business for such a long time, but I have done nothing in life. Because of his habit of postponing, things which have to be completed maybe in 6 months, he completes in a year. That's MEDORRHINUM. So what was the patient telling, the husband and wife? Despair, criticism from smallest. Second, dwells on past disagreeable occurrence, mistakes of others. Postponing everything, so he feels the business is still accomplished what you would have done better. Sadness on harsh words, weeping when telling over his illness again and again. This was the case in front of me. MEDORRHINUM, I started with 1M and I think I repeated once in about 3 months and the patient was cured. He was suffering from migraine. One or two symptoms of MEDORRHINUM that should remember apart from this, which I have seen lost in my practice, that is fear of a salvation. Salvation means maybe mukti, mokshi, maybe I can't have salvation because I've done something. That's fear of salvation. So the patient is always protective. Meko aisa nahi karna hai, not do like this, not do like that. Otherwise, how will I get salvation? So fear of salvation is also a very, very important symptom of MEDORRHINUM. And one symptom, a passing symptom, a patient told, my child, he was just in your clinic and just a dog was passing by, he just gave him one shot, one kick. He keeps doing that only and he keeps striking. So this is also, I have seen a very interesting symptom of MEDORRHINUM, striking the general of animals. So, and the patient of MEDORRHINUM, gets fatigued when he does everything in a hurry. That's why it is said, he keeps postponing, and then he feels that he has not accomplished what he could have done in his life. A very short case, a very important symptom of MEDORRHINUM that you should remember. Of course, if you go to the Mater Medica, there are so many thousands of symptoms of MEDORRHINUM. These symptoms I have verified many of times in my practice in my chamber. That's why I'm sharing it with you. So if you like this video, my dear friends, do share and subscribe. Thank you.